What's going on, guys? Auzio here and welcome back to a brand new video. So today we have got FUT Champ Highlights Part 1. And this is the team we ended up playing FUT Champs with. We got Moments, Pep Guardiola, and we got Klosterman is the two new additions to the team. And obviously, you know, the casual Neymar, the Mbappe, the CR7, the team of the Kimmich, the team of the Alphonso Davies. It's all good. It's literally all good when it comes down to the team around them. Either way, boys, Klosterman. I told you guys last week about Klosterman. I said I was going to bring him back this week because last week we actually tried out Road to the Final with Kanji. And I must admit, I was expecting a lot from the Kanji card, right? I was expecting him to be low-key better than Klosterman, saying that his stats were technically better, let's say. You know, so I was expecting a lot from him. And I must admit, he was a player that didn't really disappoint. But he was a player that missed out on a lot of 50-50s, you know? Like, sometimes those 50-50s go a certain way more than the other. And that's what Klosterman allowed in my team, you know? Like, it wasn't a 50-50 when it came down to Klosterman. It was like 80% him coming out with the ball and 20% my opponent coming out with the ball. So, I needed that in my life once again, and Kanji just didn't give it to me. It really just didn't happen. So, I was sitting there like, you know what? Kanji, you're going to get removed from the team, and obviously Klosterman is going to come in this week. But let's talk about Moments Pep Guardiola, because he replaced Makelele from last week. And quick thing, if you guys actually saw at the start of the video, Makelele and Akanji are both on the bench. I didn't sell them. I don't know why I didn't sell them. They're most likely going to get sold this week. Either way, Moments Pep Guardiola. I was expecting a player that was going to be very defensive, you know? Like, you can clearly tell by just looking at his stats, he's not going to be a person that is going to be outrageously going forward. Saying that his shooting ability isn't great at all, and his dribbling ability doesn't look great at all either. So, I didn't expect a lot from him going forward, and I must admit, he didn't give me a lot going forward. He was a player that gave me the passing options because he was playing in that centre mid position. And yeah, I give him the ball, I might be able to go for a quick turn, and then obviously an amazing pass because his passing ability was top tier. But that was pretty much it going forward. Like, there was nothing really else. But defensively, let me tell you guys about this guy defensively. Oh my, transition speed, insane. Absolutely insane with that shadow chem style. Tackling ability, insane. Interceptions, insane. So everything like that was really good, but he did let me down when it came down to the strength and the aggression. I felt like that strength and aggression was too, you know, too low, let's say. It wasn't enough. I felt like in some situations, I was trying to use my strength, or trying to use his strength, let's say. And he wasn't really using it, you know. He was one of those ones where he wasn't able to body off a lot of players, meaning that he sometimes missed out on a lot of 50-50s. So, if I had to sit here and say, who would I prefer in that centre mid position, Moments Pep Guardiola or Prime Makelele, I'm going to be honest, I would honestly go for Makelele. I really would. Like, Makelele, I mean, I was about to say he felt better on the ball, but they near enough felt exactly the same. I felt like Makelele was better in some little occasions, but not a lot. They pretty much felt exactly the same. So, going forward, pretty much the same stuff, right? But defensively, Makelele gave me that aggression. He gave me that strength, you know. He gave me that ability to be bodying off players and be winning a lot of 50-50s, which Pep Guardiola, I must admit, did do time to time, but he didn't do it the majority of the time. So for me, boys, I would honestly say Makelele over Pep. I really would. But look at this game. 8-0. I don't know where the penalty is, by the way. I literally know. I was so confused. I was like, where's the penalty? Did he even click B? I didn't see a single person drop down to the floor. Either way, though, 8-0 up in this game, and this one right here is to make it 9. What I was actually trying to do, by the way, and you can see me going bottom bins, was he scored 2 on goals. So I was sitting there saying to myself, if I tried to make this ball bounce off the post, hit the keeper, it'll count as an own goal, and a guy would disconnect. But look at this. This game's done for. It really is. It's absolutely done for. I'm 9-0 up. 9-0 up. And I get the L. And I get the L. You're telling me in my first 4 games, you're going to give me a disconnect for being 9-0 up. It's done for. It's absolutely done for. I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't. I'm 9-0 up. This guy's not leaving. And the game disconnects me and gives me the L. 9-0. That's all I have to say about that. 9-0 up. Absolutely done for when it comes down to a game. But boys, one thing I want to talk about. challenges for FUT champs. FUT champ challenges. Should we bring in FUT champ challenges to, you know, not to FUT champ highlights? I reckon FUT champ highlights, like these kind of things, will always be a thing, because I feel like a lot of people like to see me, quote unquote, try hard, and they like to see what I actually do, so obviously they can implement it to their game and obviously get better, you know? So I feel like FUT champ highlights just in general will always be a thing. But do you want me to do challenges? Not on this account, or my main account. Do you want me to do challenges? So challenges like play with like a full goalkeeper team. Play with like a full centre-back team. Play with, I don't know, play with something that is unexpected to play with. That's what I'm trying to say. And understand, you know, there's a certain individual that does these challenges. My boy Danny Aaron. If you guys haven't subbed to his channel already, boys, you know, link will be in the description, because that guy right there, oh, what a YouTuber. What a YouTuber. And obviously, this is kind of his like kind of thing. So I was like, you know what? Why don't what's called, we try to do it as well in a way? So obviously it comes to our channel, because I know a lot of people want me to do challenges. It's just one of those ones that a lot of people like to see these FUT champ highlights, but they also like to see challenges, you know? So I said, why not? Let's try to see what we can actually do with it, and let's see if we can actually, you know, win with like a full goalkeeper team and all of those kind of stuff. So I will be doing a thing on Twitter when it comes down to which challenges I should be doing. So there's going to be like a straw poll kind of thing, you know? So you're going to be able to vote for what you think I personally should do. So the one that actually gets the most votes is the one I will be doing on the weekend. So if you guys haven't followed me on Twitter already, make sure to follow me on Twitter. The link will be in the description. But either way, boys, let's talk a bit more about the gameplay, because I know a lot of people like to talk, you know, about the gameplay and not just other, you know, other topics and all of that. Little cheeky, you know, scoop turn around a corner, near post finish with CR7, Mbappe on the ball, gonna see what we can do. Mbappe just gonna take it very calm. I see CR7 and I see the way the guy's marking, you know. That's sometimes you have to do in that occasion. You have to look at which your opponent is kind of defending with, which defender your opponent is defending with, you know. And if they're not like defending with the right guy, you're always gonna find a person wide open. But very nice team either way. We're gonna go for these little cheeky wide balls. By the way, I was doing this a lot. Like, I was doing this a lot this week, because I was matching a lot of players that like to put a lot of people behind the ball. So if I can get those quick counter-attacks straight off, I can obviously score goals. But look at that. Sorry? EA, you've already sat there. You already sat there and gave me an L for being 9-0 up. And now you're doing this? You're sitting there giving the guy penalties for clear tackles. Absolutely clear. I just can't. When it comes down to this game sometimes, boys, I lose my words sometimes. I lose them all. But yeah, we go 2-1 up, 12 minutes in. Well, to be fair, this game right here, I knew was going to be a game I was going to win. You can clearly tell by like me scoring 2 goals very early off. I'm going to obviously, you know, get way more goals. And I'm seeing the way the guy is defending once again. He's not defending properly to obviously cut off that passing lane in a way. So I go 3-1 up. Guardiola's going to clear it onto the edge of the box to Mbappe. Really nice flick by him, by the way. Great cut into the inside. Great cut into the inside once again. What? What? I put my player there. He doesn't get it. The goalkeeper gets a hand to it. He doesn't get it. I'm honestly shocked. I'm just shocked how this guy has 2 goals right now. But we're 4-2 up. That's how he puts in a very good tackle. And you can see the way I kind of defend. Like, I don't, you know, sit back. I don't mess around and all of those kind of stuff. No, get out to the opponent as fast as possible. As you clearly can see, look how high Desai was. Just look how high he was. He was a player that was literally in like the cam position putting in tackles. But we're just going to take it very calm here. Go for the hill-to-hill round the keeper. I low-key could have sweated it, but I was like, the keeper might get like a little feet to it. So I'm just going to take it for calm. But look at this. Without a doubt, not the best Liverpool team. Not the best. Like, there is, you know, there is better versions of those players. But it's an interesting team to actually play up against. Like, I don't expect to play a full Liverpool team in FUT champs. You just don't see that very often. But, you know, it's March. For God's sake, it's March. So it's like people at this stage, they're not like full on sweating it anymore. You know, they're sitting there sometimes having fun with the game. This goal, by the way, was very weird. Like, you could clearly see it went in, but it didn't like register the goal for like a few seconds. It was very, very weird to see. But look at that. I don't even know how that goes in. How that goes in, I will never, ever understand. But yeah, props to that guy. Props to that guy. Having fun with the game, building a full Liverpool team is always going to be nice to actually see. Kulusevski, Martinez. I even forgot Martinez had an 88 version, to be fair. We're going to go 5 minutes in. Mbappe with the ball. Gonna see if I can go for that little flick around the corner. If you guys don't know about that flick, by the way, it's a new thing I've implemented into my game. You pretty much hold L1, R1, or LB, RB, depending if you're on Xbox or PlayStation, and you flick the right analog stick to the direction you want to go to. So if you hit it at like a very 90-degree angle, you are going to get this weird, very slow animation. So make sure you're doing it like a 43-degree angle or just straight ahead. That's when you're going to get the best animations for those little things. Like right there, that's the 45-degree animation kind of skill move. It's so good. It's ridiculous, and it is very, very hard to actually stop. So boys, implement that into your game. You're going to get yourself a few extra goals. Mbappe on the ball, going to go for it once again. You can see how much I'm actually using it. Just going to go for the sweat to CR7. 4-0 up. Is the guy going to rage quit? He is. So going up to the next game, I look at this team and I'm thinking to myself, all right, most likely it is going to be a 5 at the back, saying that you see Cancelo in that right wing position. So I thought to myself, okay, 5 at the back formation, nothing, you know, nothing crazy. Like I play it myself, so you can't really sit there and, you know, complain about it if you do it yourself in a way. So a 1-0 up in 4 minutes. This guy's going to take 38 minutes to get his first goal. What a through ball, by the way. What a through one. What a run by Mohr. I didn't expect Mohr to make that up run. I expected him to make the down run. But either way, 55 minutes in now. Neymar with the ball. Going to give it to Mbappe. Make sure you learn how to do the double A passes, by the way. Like, the double A passes are very, very overpowered. But this is a tactic I personally have. Like, if you have CR7 in your team, just go ahead and do that. Trust me, it is the most, like, broken thing you will see. Like, the guy is going out for pretty much full-on press. You hoof it up to CR7, because CR7 is a very tall player with amazing jumping ability. He's going to win the headers. So you just header it down, you go for the quick counter-attack, you get the extra goal. We're 3-1 up now. See if we can get another one. We hit it toward the near post. We're 4-1 up. So this went from a very, very close game to all of a sudden 4-1 up. Henry, prime Henry. Interesting, very interesting. I must admit, I do want to give Henry a go this year. Like, he's one of those cards that I loved. What year was it? I think it was FIFA 18. I'm not sure the exact year. I think it was the year they implemented icon SBCs. I think it was FIFA 18. I think it was. But yeah, FIFA 18, his loan card I had, beast for him. Beast for me, sorry. And it was one of those ones where I actually ended up doing the SPC, and I still absolutely loved him, you know. So yeah, it's just one of those cards that I really did enjoy back in the day. So I do want to, you know, bring him back to these FIFAs and see how he actually plays. I'm expecting him to be a beast, but he hasn't really got a 5-star skill moves to his game. So it might be certain situations or certain angles that you can't do certain skill moves that you would like to do in. But, you know, it's just one of those ones where I do want to bring him back. I really do. And most likely, you are going to see him, I want to say very soon, to be fair. I wouldn't say very soon, but probably in the next few months, you know. Eusebio, Puskas, he's got a very nice icons, and I'm going to guess you probably got him out the, you know, the cheeky pack. So Cancelo is going to give it to CR7. We're going to go for that Migiri spin cancel. Do you see how fast the Migiri spin cancel is? Another thing that you guys need to implement to your game. Migiri spin cancel, if you do it at the right skill move, if you do it at the right angle, you're going to get a goal pretty much every single time. And it, like, throws off a lot of people. A lot of people don't expect it. And then, boom, all of a sudden, you got the angle and you got yourself a goal. But look at the composure. Even at 2-0 up. 2-0 up in the 22nd minute. I'm still being very composed, just taking my time, you know, just making sure the guy doesn't move the keeper the right direction. We're going to be 4-0 up in the 27th minute. Look how high Desai is once again, grabbing the ball. What a through ball, by the way. Literally, what a through ball. Going to try to take my time once again, and we hit it towards the near post. 5-0 now. I felt like at this stage, I was like, okay, we've been 5-0 up before. We've been 6-0 up before. We've been 9-0 up before, and we've had a DC. So, low-key, I started panicking a little bit. I really did. And as soon as I saw the pause, I was like, oh my, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Because I knew what was going to happen. If I sat there and stayed in that game, the match result could not be determined. Then all of a sudden, another loss in the book. So, yeah, 14-1 to actually end it off. It's not an amazing sight to see. But it is what it is. And hopefully we can get part 2 you know, do a little bit better. Hopefully we can get the 15-0 in part 2. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, make sure to leave a comment. But for now, peace.